Climb to 1,000 feet, full power, straight ahead, head first, then push over, flapping into a vertical dive. Then every time his left wing stalled and on an upstroke, he rolled violently left, stall his right wing recovering, the flick like the fire into a wild tumbling spin to the right. He couldn't be careful enough on the upstroke. 10 times he tried, 10 times as he passed to 70 miles an hour. He burst into a churning mass of feathers, out of control, crashing down into the water. The key, he thought, at last, dripping wet, must be told the wing still at high speed, to flap up 50 and then hold the wing still. From 2,000 feet he tried again, rolling into his dive, break straight down, wings full out, stable from the moment he passed 50 miles an hour. It took tremendous strength, but it worked. 10 seconds he had blurred through 90 miles an hour. Jonathan had set the world's speed for seagulls, but victory was short-lived. In an instant he began to pull out. The instant he changed the angle of his wings, he snapped into the same terrible uncontrolled disaster. At 90 miles an hour he hit him like dynamite. Jonathan's seagull exploded in mid-air, smashed down into the brick-hard sea. When he came to, it was well after dark. He floated in the moonlight on the surface of the ocean. His wings were ragged bars of lead. He put the weight of failure was even heavier on his back. He wished feebly that the weight could be just enough to drag him gently down to the bottom and end it all. As he sank into the water, a strange, hollow voice sounded within him. There is no way around it. I am a seagull. I am limited by nature. If I were meant to learn so much about flying, I had charts for brains. If I were meant to fly at speeds, I'd have a falcon's wings and live on mice instead of fish. My father is right. I must forget this foolishness. I must fly home to the flock and be content as I am, a poor limited seagull. The voice faded. Jonathan agreed. The place for seagulls at night is on shore, and from this moment forth he vowed he would be a normal gull. It would make everyone happier. He pushed wearily away from the dark water and flew toward land, grateful for what he had learned about working, saving, low-altitude flying. But no, he thought, I'm done with the away I'm done with everything I learned. I am a seagull, like every other seagull. I will fly like no one. So he climbed painfully to the 100 feet and flapped his wings harder, pressing for shore. He felt better for his decision to be just another flock. There would be no ties now to the force that had driven him to learn. There would be no more challenge, no more failure. And it was pretty just to stop thinking and flying through the dark toward the lights above the beach. Dark. The hollow voice cracked in alarm. Seagulls never fly in the dark. Jonathan was not alert to listen. It's pretty, he thought. The moon and the lights twinkled on the water, throwing out little beacons of trails through the night, and also peaceful and still. Get down! Seagulls never fly in the dark. If you were meant to fly in the dark, you'd have eyes of an owl. You'd have charts for brains. You have a falcon's short wings. There's in the there in the night 100 feet in the air. Jonathan Livingston Seagull blinked. His pain, his resolutions vanished. End of chapter 2.